I'm Wade Davis. I am a former NFL player. Some would call me a radical feminist, and I love that title. Whether it was when I was a kid to the NFL, what I learned about myself and what I learned about men was that we actually had no clue what women's lives were like. So when I start conversations with men I give them 3 rules that I hope that we can agree with. The first rule is that as we're talking, I will never ask them a why question. I will ask them what or how questions, or I will say something to the extent of like, tell me more. If a guy is saying that he's afraid, I'll say, so what's at the root of your fear of the Me Too movement? Instead of me saying, why are you afraid of the movement? When I say what, you actually have to be specific. You have to say, well, my fear is this, or my fear is that. The second is, I ask them, as we're talking, can we all be disinterested in the need to be right? The goal should be transparency, vulnerability, and accountability. When I encounter someone who is angry or someone who is being hyper combative, I just get more and more curious because there's a root to that anger, and that anger is oftentimes fear. And then lastly, can we all be disinterested in thinking of ourselves as good people? I used to say things like, I'm a good guy, but there was actually no such thing. And if we can own the fact that we're not perfect, then we can start to be more actively invested in interrogating the ways that we're harmful and hurtful to other people. We're not trying to change individual attributes of people. We're trying to curb and change behaviors. I think I have great levels of compassion for other people because I've been them, and in many ways I still am them who is still screwing up and wrestling with these larger topics that are hyper nuanced. They aren't black and white. There is an experience that women have in the world that we as men have either been actors in, or bystanders in, or just have never known it existed. And what the Me Too movement is causing men to feel is a glimpse into the world of what it means to be a woman. We as people, specifically in America, have been tricked into believing that men have made the world what it is. And because we don't read stories about women that prove that theory, we grow up believing that women have a specific place in the world. Men can start reading books that are written by women and that are about women. I've never seen a men's movement that's about women, right? That is specific to wanting to change the world, so not just that women have better lives, but so that men have better lives too. And that if women are struggling, then clearly men are struggling too. There is no separation.